See new Holden today. The shape is fantastic. The change is complete. New Kingswood, Premier, Monaro, and the new long wheelbase wagons. See them all today.
Moving through the corners, moving down the line. The great way to move through this country of mine. The great way to move is Holden.
Well, hello again, it's Liam from Unique Cars and Parts, and I'm with Malcolm from the Monaro Club of Victoria. He wants to make sure I get a plug in.
Yeah.
And we're standing aside his Monaro LS, and this has got the 253.
It has, yep. It's a factory 253, the original motor in the car. It's done about 163,000 Ks original.
So it's just broken in then, really?
Yeah, it's just run in, yeah.
Yeah, and the all Aussie V8.
Yep.
And this was made by Holden as sort of a luxury sports sedan rather than, I guess, the brute force of a Monaro 350.
That's right, yeah. It was a luxury sport, so that's what the LS stands for. This one's got a few extra options in it. It's got the cloth inserts on the seats.
Well protected by sheepskin covers. You don't want to get those.
No, I think the original owner might have ordered tailored sheepskin covers for it, so the seats are in really good condition. It's quite an original car.
And you've got one of the original air conditioners in there as well. I remember that they used to be underdash because my dad had a HQ Premier station wagon, and we had an underdash air conditioner like that, and by golly, it could cool the car down much better than the stuff they give you on a car these days.
It actually still works very well. We had it on the way here today. It's a aftermarket one, but it was put on in when the car was new. So, but yeah,
so factory fitted, but not a Holden product.
Probably dealer fitted, I'd say.
Dealer fitted.
Yeah.
Is it the Mark IV? I can't quite see there.
I'm not sure. Not sure what it is, but it works really well. And after a regas a couple of years ago, it works really well.
Okay, and so you've owned this, you were telling me before we started filming, since 1999, and it's a three-owner car, which,
that's right.
Given this would be a 72 or a 73?
It's a 72, November 72. The original owner, I was told by the second owner, had it for 23 years, and he died in a house fire. He bought it in his 50s, and I think he died when he was 70, is what I've been told. Unfortunately, I think a lot of the documentation for the car went up in smoke. So, but the guy I bought it off had it for a couple of years. He lived in the Dandenongs. He actually lived around this area, and he worked in Brayside. But then he moved to the Dandenongs. He was using this as a daily driver. Then he decided it was too expensive to run every day, so he sold it. And just after then, the new ones came out, and the prices started to go crazy.
Yeah, well, I've just had the shocking news that the Monaro that I used to own as a young lad would now be worth $160,000. Right, so that's I'm depressed now.
Yeah, that's right.
But you're doing well. You've hung on to an original survivor. Now, has this been restored, or is it in original condition?
This is in original condition. This is the original paint, as far as I know. It might have had the odd touch up. But it's been garaged, obviously. It's got a few scratches and things in it, but it's all original paint, original vinyl roof, original upholstery, original engine. You
want to keep it original because, I mean, it's not pristine. It wouldn't be in the top 1%, but it's darn close. So you really wouldn't want to ruin it.
No, it's sort of at the stage where it's not really, you wouldn't really want to restore it because it's actually quite good the way it is, but there are ones around here that are like new cars, but this one, it's done 160,000 Ks. It's 46 years old, 47 years old. But it's very good for its age, and I'm very happy. I've always wanted one of these. So,
HQ's my all-time favourite Holden.
Yeah.
Now, has this got Armstrong steering or power steering?
Power steering.
And was that standard?
It might have been a factory option. Tick the box at when he was ordering the car.
Well, it makes it more luxury sport, doesn't it?
That's right.
Emphasis on luxury.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, Malcolm, about the honeycomb mags that you've got on it. Are they stock?
No, they're not. They're aftermarket, but I've actually got this one came out with a Prestige steel wheels with the hubcaps and the rims. I've actually still got that. They came with the car as well, but I think these were put on the car when it was not that old, and they were sort of hot wire mags. So they were pretty cool on the day. So I think
I incorrectly called them honeycomb, but they're not a honeycomb mag, are they? What did you refer to them as?
hot wire, I think.
Hot wire, okay. And but it's got the original Holden sort of hub. What do you call that? Hubcap.
Oh yeah, that's the centres. I've just managed to get a Holden sticker from Rare Spares and stick it on to make it look a little bit authentic.
It fooled me.
Okay.
That's why I had to ask the question, because I thought these were come off the factory like that, and
No.
I had not seen wheels like this before, because they look the part.
It makes the car look really good. I have occasionally chopped the original wheels over, so it makes it look like a totally different car. I prefer the hot wire mags anyway.
Yeah. And this only comes out, I'm guessing, to shows and special events.
Yeah, it's the first time I've used it all year, so it's been sitting in the garage under a cover for the last 3 or 4 months. So I haven't,
well, unlike my cars that sit in the garage for 3 or 4 months, yours is quietly appreciating. Mine are quietly depreciating.
Yeah, that's right. It's I like to get it out when I can. I just haven't had the opportunity until now for this year.
And any other opportunities coming up? There's Monaro Nationals all around Australia.
Well, we've got the Monaro state titles later in the year, so that's in November in Cheltenham. And next year we've got the Nationals. We're hosting the Monaro Club of Victoria hosting the Nationals, so it'll be definitely out for that. So that'll be a huge event. Yeah.
Okay, well, I look forward to seeing you there, Malcolm.
Yeah, great.
And look, thank you for showing me around your car. It's a 72 Monaro LS with the all Aussie 253 V8.
Yep.
It's a Trimatic. But
is.
a lot of the HQs were Trimatic back then.
Yep.
On the tree.
Yep.
But it's got the console.
It's got it hasn't got the T-bar, but it's got the middle console.
That's original console.
It is, yeah.
And the aftermarket air conditioning, it's looks the part because you can tell it comes from the early 70s.
Yep.
Probably dealer fitted.
Yep.
And dealer fitted power steering, or would have been optioned.
Yep.
And it's an original survivor. I spoke to a fellow who had a HR original survivor, and he'd won a Shannon's Award.
Yep.
And look, they're never immaculate to the 100%, but they're so darn close. And there's something to be said about a car that hasn't been touched, is unmolested, and in this sort of condition.
Yep.
It's a credit to you, and it's a credit to the previous two owners, Malcolm.
It is, yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time out of your day to talk to us at Unique Cars and Parts, and we hope you like this video and all the others that we've done, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Good on you, mate.